Magnus retreats. He's just trying to consolidate. He is wary. He's ready for an expansion in the center from White's pawns. Lawrence, I've got to say, I love Sarana's opening choice, really flexible. White can now choose which side you want to castle on, depending on your mood, depending on your ambitions. Is Magnus here solid enough? Oh, White's pushing forward with e4, getting sharp
also
already.
like this. Yep, like this. Take the center while you can. No harm done. It takes. White has got the big center. 96, you can just castle. This is a successful opening for Sarana. And this pawn on h5, the problem Magnus has got is that this makes his castling issue serious, because he cannot castle easily on the king side. And then, of course, all he does is castle on the king side. Says, I'm not worried about this pawn on h5. I'm not worried, but I would be worried. This is a serious weakness. Why isn't White just tons better here? Bishop e3, rook e1, small improving moves. I would go rook e1 here to then put the bishop back on c1. That would be my ideal setup. Get out the way. Use this f-file. Target this pawn. Let's see. And he's gone for e5. That feels like a very unnecessarily committal way of playing, but might still be okay. 95, and we get an interesting sort of the structure completely changed now. And the knight on e6 suddenly becomes a massive, massive blockader. I'm not sure I love it from White's perspective.
Everything looked perfect for White. It's very hard to kind of just sit still, acknowledge you've done the hard work, and just slowly maneuver from there. And I think Sarana got itchy fingers. He pushed forward with e5, as you say there, Lawrence, changing the pawn structure. And now look at White's bishop. White's bishop is not a happy piece. It's blocked by its own pawns. That being said, Sarana still with very aggressive intentions, plays knight to g3, attacking that lone ranger out on h5. Magnus would love to retreat that pawn back where it came from, back to its starting square. But instead, he's had to take out a timeout defending that. And look at Magnus' decision there. Practical decision, giving up the exchange. He knew the attack was scary, an incoming attack against the Black King. So Magnus has said, just take my rook for your bishop. And Magnus has gone pawn hunting with his queen. It feels like this must be fantastic for White now, objectively, but still some hurdles to overcome. White's central pawns are dropping. Sarana allows the capture of White's d4 pawn. We'll wait for the electronic board there to catch up, but it does look like pieces are getting traded off. Okay, Magnus doesn't take queens off. Still, the exchange up for White. Rook for bishop and pawn. This, I think we might see another victory by Sarana. Could Magnus be slipping up? Could the tournament be thrown right open again?
I mean, Lawrence, this is a disaster for Magnus Carlsen in this position today. But, you know, Magnus, he's such a magician. Is he going to be able to find a way to hold this? Wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, if the queens come off, Magnus has targets. Okay, I'm not sure Sarana should have agreed to that exchange of queens.
Oh, no, rook a1 is good. This is excellent.
Very clever. Magnus knocking over some pieces. He's touched his bishop, but there's no safe squares for the bishop, Lawrence. The bishop is trapped.
Oh, no. That's it.
He picked up his bishop. There was nowhere safe to put it, so he resigns.
Wow.
Wow. It's over so quickly. Sarana crushing Magnus Carlsen. We've got to say, I think the only move to survive was actually knight back to d8, but he'd already touched his bishop. He picked it up. And now